Hello everyone, my name is Kenza Lotfi and I'm from Morocco. Today I'm honored to speak to you as a representative of the city Marrakesh, a city well known for its rich heritage, culture and now facing growing risks of climate change. Marrakesh stands at a critical intersection, geographically, climatically and politically. Between 1963 and 2016, Marrakesh experienced a worrying shift in the climate indicators. According to the national meteorological records, the average temperatures increased by 1.5 degrees Celsius, while the rainfall declined by more than 20%. Droughts frequently rose sharply, with droughts in 1992, 1999, and 2005, each contributing to water shortages and damaging local agriculture. At the same time, extreme rainfall events have become more common. Since the mid-1980s, flooding has occurred more frequently in the intensive area and basins which surrounds the city. In urban zones, rapid development and limited drainage systems have amplified flood risks. These events are no longer anomalies. They are part of the new climate pattern that affects both the historic Medina and the sprawling new suburbs of Marrakesh. The city's vulnerability is heightened by its location. At the foot of the high Atlas Mountains, whose snow cover has reduced by 10 to 15% over the same period. These mountains fed the Tensift River, Marrakesh's main source of water. Their weakening snowpack has reduced spring runoff, straining reservoirs and irrigation networks. In the agricultural zone, just outside the city, particularly in the Haouz Plain, cereal yields have dropped by nearly 15% during peak drought years, while irrigation demands have surged. Soils are degrading from overuse and poor water management. The crisis affects food prices, employment, and migration to the city. Yet, despite these escalating threats, Marrakesh, like the rest of Morocco, contribute less to 0.2% to total greenhouse gas emissions. This is a stark injustice. We face the consequences of a crisis we did not create, and it's only getting worse. In 2021, the World Meteorological Organization confirmed that the global temperature reached 1.11 degrees, more or less 0.13 degrees, above pre-industrial levels. This takes us closer to the irreversible tipping points. At this global climate summit, I take a clear stance. Marrakesh strongly supports the Net Zero 2015 plan. We understand that this target is not only just a climate goal, it is a global lifeline. But we also believe that the adaptation must go hand in hand with mitigation, especially for cities in the global south. Our priority is to protect people, water, and livelihoods. What I think needs to be done is first launch a Mediterranean Alliance adaptation. We propose a strategic partnership between North Africa and Europe with a special focus on, first of all, shared water resources management, particularly in river basins like Tensift and transboundary aquifers. Second of all, climate-resilient agriculture using drip irrigation, drought-tolerant crops, and satellite-based monitoring systems. Also, grid energy integration, such as including solar grid sharing, wind development, and technology transfer to cities like Marrakesh. This alliance must be built on science, solidarity, and shared responsibilities. One question might stand out. Would we reverse the plan? No, Marrakesh would not reverse the net zero plan. But we call for flexibility, especially in cities and countries facing urgent adaptation pressure. Timelines must reflect local realities, especially when basic water and food needs are at risk. We will measure the success not only by CO2 reductions, but also by increased groundwater levels, reduction in agricultural water usage per hectare, number of citizens protected by early warning systems, and food security indexes in rural areas around Marrakesh. In conclusion, climate change is here. It floods our streets, dries our river, and endangers our food supply. But it opens the door for bold, just, and smart cooperation. Marrakesh stands to lead, not in emissions, but in adaptation and innovation. Let us not miss this moment. Thank you for listening.